Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the new build for Emmie. She is out of the dorms into the real world and we have Eric in tow. And I went ahead and made a build, so let's get into it. Alright, so I started this build off by trying to work on potentially a tiny house. We just got given the tiny living pack and I've done my share of building. I've done some in my own time and I'm over it. I'm so over it. And I was thinking at first, let's do an apartment, but everyone's either in a tiny house or an apartment right now. And I didn't want to put them in that. So we're doing townhouses. Now we are building in New Crest and I've added some lots since if you've been playing Sims, unless you're playing with Little Simsy or a Plumbella save file, New Crest is totally blank. So to the left, or in this visual to the right, the basketball court, that's a gym with a townhome kind of style, and the building on the left now is a museum. So something for Eric so he can work out for military career, and then something for Emmie so that we can go to the museum and finish work on the aspiration. Now, I didn't want to have some big, beautiful, amazing build where, you know, it's total like Instagram kind of house where every angle is beautiful. I wanted to give like an ultra real interpretation of what your first apartment looks like. I've lived in tons of different states and every place you get like the composite or plastic or particle board cabinets with like the top that just has some kind of plastic cover on it to make it look like a countertop with like the very cheapest toilet you can find, cheapest sink. Now these lights, you can get them at a Home Depot's for like $5 I think. They're just like the sconce lights that every place has. I wanted this townhome to look like it was built about 40 years ago and that it's in good condition, but it hasn't been updated. I want Emmie and Eric to be able to have their dream home later, but I don't think your first apartment, your first townhome is your dream place. Not for me at least. I don't know about any of y'all, but if I'm wrong, let me know. So I'm going to be building 3 townhomes that'll be connected. I've decided that Emmie and Eric are going to have the one on the left, just because it does have some lighting on the left-hand side. And honestly, it'll give us a little bit more space and a little bit more light for Sophia when she comes in, because she'll be living with Eric and Emmie part-time. I wanted also every unit to have a nice backyard as well. I didn't do a gate to the outdoor backside just because it is a safety concern, especially with the kids. And then I wanted it to have kind of this retro modernism look with the layout. Now the the front entryway with the sidewalk and the hedges, I got the inspiration from my mother-in-law's apartment. There's kind of like this private entrance kind of deal with topiary. I mean, not fancy topiary, but topiary. And I just wanted to have it look like it's a really matured landscaping, like it's been there for a while. To kind of keep going with the theme of this isn't a new building, this is, you know, a few years old. I was very happy that I managed to kind of situate the lot to get 3 units in, even though it's kind of a tight space on the other side, but even though we don't have open worlds, we do have some wiggle room, so they can still go on the back end. You can keep seeing it like back there. There's like a small park with a bench and some grills. I wanted to do columns, but I do not have build mode cheat, whatever the cheat is for that, on, so I don't have that, and I didn't feel like messing around with it. But this is one of my favorite builds I've done in a long time, so if you're looking for something super flashy and beautiful, I'm sorry, I didn't build it. I wanted an apartment feel. Like, if there's a mod, and please, if there's a mod out there where I can make this apartment style where you can select one of each unit to have its own family move in, please send it to me. I would love to have this be an apartment style. So if it's available, let me know. But I'm going to be playing with roommates. Each unit has a master and a smaller single bedroom. So I'm gonna get probably a total of 6 roommates if possible, to live in the other ones, and I will lock our units and lock the other units. Lock the other units so that the other Sims don't go in there. But I really enjoyed doing this one. It was kind of a tight squeeze, and I had to play around with it quite a bit and keep adapting the style, just because I didn't want it to look super new and super updated. That's why there's Jack and Jill bathrooms, Jack and Jill bathrooms where you can pass through, just to kind of show that, you know, while there are some nice features, it's still going to be shared, still going to be not the super nice one that eventually we'll get to. So I went with just basic everything. In an apartment complex, unless it's brand new, you're not going to get a lot of basic. You're going to get a white baseboard and either an eggshell or an off-white color for the walls. And then I did the tile. I have this tile in my kitchen right now. It is the cheapest builder grade, and I want to replace it very badly, but it is not on my list of things to do right now. I didn't tile the bathroom just because I didn't feel like it, but I did put tile on the floor. And again, it is that cheaper builder grade. And then I believe I'm about to probably put I think I did carpets. Yeah, I did carpets in the bedroom, and then I did a little bit of wood flooring. And I did the wood flooring that I remember from the early 2000s, as if there was a slight update. I didn't want it to look too dated, but I didn't want it to look, you know, so old that we couldn't work with it, or so new that it felt out of place in this apartment. Now for the lot traits, it does have good natural light. I thought about doing creepy crawlies, but it's just not fun to try to play with. I did good acoustics because if you've ever lived in an apartment or a townhome, you know you can hear your neighbors. And I think the other one I did, I don't even remember. I can look back in the playback, but why? I don't remember. This build will be on the gallery. I'm only going to show furnishing Emmie and Eric's apartment or townhome, because if you want it, you can either watch during the series or it's on the gallery under #EmmieVan. Now, Sophia is a representation of my real life stepdaughter. She is 5, and Sophia is kind of reminiscent of that age. She will obviously grow up faster than my daughter, but my daughter is obsessed with pink. Obsessed! So I know I had to make her room very pink, very girly. That way when she does eventually watch this episode, she will tell me that I either did a good job with enough pink or not enough pink. And we'll either correct it to make my girl happy, or we'll leave it for Sophia. So I just wanted to get a couple things for our toddler to play with when she is in the apartment. I actually don't know how many days she has until she ages up. I think she's on the long life, so we'll have her hopefully around for a few weekends. She won't be living with Emmie and Eric full time, because I am gonna play kind of the multi-house life. Now I'm very fortunate. I get along very well with her mother. We do a lot of fun stuff together, and we try our best to co-parent. I'm very fortunate, and I want to show that that's a thing that happens and it's normal, and that it doesn't always have to be drama and tension. With Emmie and Eric's room, I wanted to kind of go with, it's nice but kind of IKEA feel. I didn't want to use the tiny living stuff exclusively, just because I feel like it's not the style I was going for. I wanted some cute stuff, but I also wanted it to feel like it was still a couple's bedroom. I didn't do a lot of furniture. I didn't stick a lot of stuff in here. We will be bringing the dogs back, so I will go get JJ before I do the next video and put her in the household, and then we can make Honey, which I think Honey is back. Yeah, she was asleep behind the pillow. Sorry, I'll cover you back up. But we'll make Honey, and Honey will be available in the series now. Now, I didn't bring anything over from Eric, so I will be adding like personal photos into the space. But for the sake of the gallery, I didn't add any of Emmie's stuff from uni. I didn't add in the photo of Emmie and Mama V, so that it is available for you guys. All 3 units are fully furnished. I even put toilet paper rolls in every single bathroom. There are garbage cans outside of each unit. Only the first unit has a mailbox, so sorry. If you decide you want to play with one of the other units or shift it around, will have to move the mailbox over. I just felt like it was confusing to have more than one. And then I did a cute little outdoor space. I put the Lunar New Year's tree just because I've never played with it and I wanted it to be fun. And when I was decorating the bathroom, I didn't change a lot between the units. I just kind of added a personal color. There's not a huge space for the dining room, so I did what I could. And then the living room is what it is. I will definitely not keep this furniture for our next build, but I wanted to use some of the tiny living stuff, so we will be using the TV stereo bookcase, which, thank you! I appreciate that one a lot. Now if we could get bunk beds and spiral staircases, I would be even happier, but we have what we have. So with this is not my furniture style, I will tell you right now, but it worked for the space. It works on that like first home together feel. Gives Emmie a space to work, and a yoga mat to focus on our wellness because we need to chill sometimes. I need to do yoga sometimes. I don't. I should. But I really did have a lot of fun with this build, and it's a different style than the dream house, perfect house that I normally do, and I might do a couple more of these where it's like a realistic, this is, you know, a rental home, or this is someplace that you start off with that you have to improve on. I mean, it's no blue suburban, but it's what I can do. So each backyard has its own little feel. I was gonna put a hot tub in the middle unit, but I went against that idea just because I didn't want all the Sims to try to go in it. There's a computer that I put on the right-hand unit for whoever ends up living over there. I'll kind of divvy up the roommates because there's a double bed in each unit and a single bed in the middle and right for adults living, because you can't have child roommates, I don't think, but to give everyone their space. This is the final view. I did it at night because it is so cute. So we're gonna go ahead and walk in, but see the trash can there, so a little cute entryway. We're gonna walk into our teeny tiny living room. You can kind of see from there the, sorry, it's so hard to navigate around these spaces and first person camera wasn't working. So Emmie's desk is behind that little thing so she can see out, gets natural light while she's working. And it goes straight into our teeny tiny kitchen with a high chair for little Sophia. And there is going to be a, no kitchen updates unfortunately. I wish I could. I put the dog bowl for the dogs because we're gonna have the dogs. Bathroom on the first floor, very simple. It's got the washing machine inside of it. I went ahead and just panned out because it was hard to see. And then upstairs we have little Sophia's room finished. Well, if we ever get over there. Told you my camera's glitching. I'm having issues with it. So we've got little Sophia's room, pink, and the cute little lamp poster from, I figure out who gave that to me. If you want it, let me comment below and I'll give you the link for it. We've got the Jack and Jill bathroom, little koi poster. Everything's usable, even when it's shifted over. And then we've got Emmie and Eric's room, which I would love to add some personal photos. We'll have to take some, maybe even some, we'll add some paintings as Emmie works on them. Then off on our little porch, which from here you can see there's that cute little park over there. I think there's some wild plants growing there. And I added a swing set in the backyard because I figured once Sophia grows up, it'll be a ton of fun. But that's my build. So there's 2 other units, so download it from the gallery, #EmmieVan if you'd like, and then play around with it. And if you want to play around, update it, tell me what I could do differently, put it back in the gallery, #EmmieV, I'll take a look for it. But I'm really excited to start playing with this new build and getting into it and kind of seeing how Emmie and Eric's relationship works in this space, and how having Sophia around, she's actually got high movement skill, so she should be able to navigate the stairs okay. But I do appreciate you giving back up. Woo! Thank you for spending some time with me today. You are special, you are wonderful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!